Good morning, millennials. Happy Monday.
Good morning, millennials.
How is everyone doing on this sprightly, bright, and exciting Monday morning? Said nobody ever.
I'm not doing well, bitch.
Oh, you're not?
No, it was a amazingly fun weekend.
Amazingly fun.
But with fun, automatically comes a level of treacher that is unavoidable, and I'm feeling the consequences.
Do you want to hear something funny?
Sure.
That when I spent the week in the Hamptons with Ben's family, I was just talking, as I do, and I said treacherous just because it's a word, and Ben's dad was hysterically laughing. He's like, that's such a funny word, a unique way to use it, and I just don't think of it as it's a serious word,
No, I know.
And he's like, that's just a hilarious word, and I was like, it is?
It's a hilarious word. We also do use it a little bit improperly. Sometimes the way that we're using it is right, but a lot of the times we say treacherous also means a betrayal,
or
something
a dangerous. Yeah.
But we mean it to mean
sweaty
struggle,
and lots of work.
I'm struggling because it's treacherous. That's not the case, but I heard that dictionary.com is going to be adding another definition to treacherous because of the toasters.
But speaking of treacherous, you and I had an important business meeting last night, and we didn't include treacherous.
Oh,
we have to do.
Okay, we had an important business meeting.
We did, and honestly, I know everyone has been up in arms about merch, and we are working on it. And if we wanted to put out t-shirts and hats, we could have done that months ago. We are making stylized
this is a lifestyle line.
It is it's really cute stuff, and it's not just shit with our logo on it. It's meaningful, and it's going to take a while, but it's going to be good. And we're trying to keep the prices low, so bear with us and stop complaining, please.
Thank you.
So we had a great weekend.
We had a great weekend. It all came together so quickly because on Friday, when we were sitting here,
I was undecided.
Our plans still hadn't come to fruition. I was going down the shore with my friends. You were thinking about going to Atlantic City. We were staying 20 minutes from Atlantic City, so we were we'll come to the big city if you guys do wind up there.
Right.
Which they did. And it was just so crazy lit.
It was so lit. Basically, we've been going to Atlantic City for years. But I would say maybe 5 years ago, after Hurricane Sandy, they couldn't really recover, and it was just a lot of hotels went out of business, and it was super sad. Me and Ben still went once a year.
But we would just go to the Borgata and stay inside the whole time. We weren't going to a city, we were just going to a hotel.
And it was this big resort with lots of restaurants. But now that they have legalized sports gambling, the city has been reinvigorated, and the economy's turned around. So there are a bunch of new hotels. There's a Hard Rock, and there's the Ocean Resort. They reopened Revel, which is where we spent the weekend.
It's just hilarious because we went to Revel right before it closed. It's last weekend open, and nothing has changed. It's they shut the doors and they just reopened them 5 years later with a new name, and everyone just walked right in.
And it's a mini Vegas, wannabe Vegas. We went to the HQ day party where Shaq was DJing.
You guys.
I have a bunch of thoughts on Shaq as a DJ.
Even though Shaq is the biggest DJ in the world, technically, he is not good.
Well, here's the thing. I feel when celebrities become DJs, they actually just grab the mic and scream stuff, and then they have someone else mixing the music. But Shaq had the opposite. I think he really wants to become a good DJ, and Atlantic City is a perfect jumping off point for him. But he had this hype man whose microphone was A, so loud, it was literally ringing in my ears, and B, wasn't good at it, and C, was singing on the mic. That's not what your job is. You're just supposed to be yeah, every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
He was so annoying that I wanted to kill him. And as a DJ, yes, Shaq could definitely use some work. But I think that this Atlantic City is a perfect place for him to start. He'll be in Vegas in 2 years, and he'll be great.
No, but I just feel being a DJ, yes, maybe the mixing isn't so easy, but the premise is pretty simple. Play music people want to dance to.
And then change the song when the good part of the first song is over, not right before it's going to happen.
Right.
That happened a lot. It was about to hit a great part in a song, and he just went to a new song.
Well, he didn't even have that problem because he didn't play any good songs, so there was no song I was longing.
It wasn't our brand of music.
But it wasn't, if it's not our brand and we listen to the radio and we're women of the world, it's not popular music. I don't want to dance to it in the club on a Saturday when I'm turning up, and Shaq, you're turning me down. I was way too turned up for the level of Shaq, the level that Shaq was at. However, the ancillary DJ who took over after did a great job that finally we were able to let loose a little bit. But then it was 6 o'clock and we had to go home.
He was the in-house DJ for HQ because he also was at the club later that night. He's great.
DJ Hoke?
I don't know.
Toke?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he was so good at the club later that night. And then A-Track came on playing his crapola.
Yeah. Stinker. And A-Track gave me a dirty look in my Instagram story. Did you see it?
You should have given him one right back. For every 10 songs he played, one was a hit. it was just so up and down, but the night was so much fun.
I mean, the weekend was amazing. Ben won money, thank God. I lost like $150.
I lost $100.
But I brought way more money with me, like prepared to lose it. So like technically I won because I came home with a decent amount of money, but I brought it with me. Whatever, technicality.
I understand.
But actually something hilarious is we had lunch. You weren't there. I was with Olivia and Zach, and we were like asking for straws, and like Atlantic City is just like eco-friendly and they don't have straws, and it was like such torture. But then we got into like this discussion about straws, and like honestly, me and Ben like had this moment where like we figured something out. Like no one's talking about this one thing about straws, ready? So we were just like talking about like why they're bad and like how we could fix them. And Ben was like, Ben really like is an animal lover, and he was like, I will give up my straws because like it's so sad with the turtles. And I'm like, totally. I was saying that we could definitely do more to start, but he's not wrong. And then we look at each other and we both have the same thought at the same moment. We're like, wait, how are the straws getting into the ocean? Like our landfill's just like dumping only plastic into, like we're like, how is that possible? So we looked it up. And do you know how straws get in the ocean? Like human error is what it said. Like they'll blow from a garbage can into the ocean, or people leave them on the beach. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so we have to completely get rid of straws when we could just find a better way to dispose of them. Do you know what I mean? It's not that straws' existence is bad for turtles. It's the way we're disposing of them. So to eradicate them completely makes no sense. Like just think for a minute if straws were people. They were human beings. What, we don't like the way that they do one thing, so we're gonna kill them? Like, it makes no sense. My mind was like under this like impression that like straws were evil, but straws themselves are not bad.
I have two things to
say. The way we dispose of them is bad. So why don't we just do better as human beings and not leave straws on beaches or throw them overboard on a boat?
Two things to say that I found out recently about straws. One, do you know who was behind this implementation of no straws at Starbucks? Like who spearheaded this and went to Starbucks like HQ.
Oh God.
And begged for them to get rid of straws.
Is it someone you like?
No.
Oh good, who?
It's someone we never talk about. Adrian Grenier.
Loser.
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 I saw on Instagram he was taking credit for like Starbucks' big decision because he went down there
to
HQ. To their headquarters and made a big presentation.
Oh my God, there's so many other worthy causes. Like, I can't even.
And I also found out that Starbucks getting rid of straws and making those new plastic caps
uses more plastic.
Using more plastic than the straws themselves.
So what's not to stop, the wind from blowing the top of a water bottle into the ocean? Like, why straws?
I'm sure it'll blow into the ocean, but it's not going to get stuck in a turtle's nose.
Oh, right, okay.
Like,
fair.
It's the shape of the thing. Like, a cup isn't going to harm a turtle or anyone.
I can't believe Adrian Grenier is behind this.
And I can't believe Starbucks, listened to him.
Totally. It doesn't even work anymore.
I just think it's so crazy. The war on straws
it's just so unwarranted. Like literally we went to American Cup for dinner, and I grabbed a busboy and I whispered to him, I'm like, you got any straws? Like drugs. And he was like, yeah, we got some in the back. Even though it's a no straw restaurant, they had a couple for VIP people.
And you know what they could get rid of first? Just stirs.
Agreed.
Because those definitely get stuck in noses faster.
But wood isn't bad.
No, but most stirrers are lethal straws.
Yeah. Oh my God, useless. You grab them at a bar, you think it's a straw, but it's like a tube. It's
and
so
then
stupid.
all of a sudden you have wrinkles here, and you're like, yeah. I do need a stirrer, but I'll take a wooden one, even though they're a little weird.
And like we were saying, it's now it's a faux pas to drink out of a straw and take a picture with a straw. And I'm here to say I care deeply about the environment, and I care deeply about the turtles, and I do want to help them. I just think this is such a big move. There's just so many worse things than straws. And two, I didn't realize, I thought straws were bad things. I just can't believe how I was brainwashed by the media. I'm like, straws are evil. But then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, are straws bad, or just the fact that they end up in the ocean bad? The fact that they end up in the ocean. How are they ending up in the ocean? Humans. It's our fault. Let's just do better.
Also, if you really want to use a straw and you really care about the turtles and you can't guarantee that you'll dispose of it properly, just cut it up before you throw it away. That way it won't get stuck in the turtle's nose.
Oh, good call.
Mm-hmm.
It's melted. I saw
that somewhere.
I'm literally, every time I get a straw at a restaurant and I get a new drink, I take the straw and put it in the old drink.
You just never know where your next straw is going to come from.
And they take them so quick.
They do. Hopefully they're cutting them up in the back.
Yeah.
You guys, I just can't believe straws.
Wait, I had written a couple things down because I went before we started the show. I had a couple notes.
Do you have some housekeeping?
Not really. I just wanted to get to my notes. Straws, done. Happy birthday to Ali Mohajer.
Ali Mohajir.
Such a great toaster that we know his name. Happy birthday. He was in Vegas for the weekend. He said Vegas has completely gotten rid of straws.
What?
And it's like Vegas is so straws.
Oh my God, wait, his birthday's today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he was in Vegas. And we weren't.
I know.
We were celebrating
We were in
Vegas.
Vegas.
We were in satellite Vegas.
Yeah, sad Vegas. And I don't know if we have a story about it, but today's Prime Day.
It's my first story.
Here are the fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
So everyone has their hot takes on Prime Day, but I feel like this was one that I felt like you guys needed to know, just so that you have all the information going into the big day. Amazon Prime Day, check the competitors. Amazon has already started offering deals even before the official start of Prime Day.
3 p.m.
But the discounts aren't always the big bargains they appear to be. Lauren Strampy, deal editor for Mobile Nation's Thrifter, a site
Who wrote this up?
Cheddar.
Oh, fuck. That means it's real.
A site dedicated to finding the best tech tips and deals for consumers, joined Cheddar with some tips on how to weed out the imposters. You can look at a website such as Camel Camel Camel, which is one of our favorites at Team Thrifter. You just enter in Amazon's items SKU and it will show you all the price tracking information. So basically, Amazon, like other retailers, will artificially jack up the price of certain items before Prime Day, making it seem like the sale is way better than it actually is. So if you use one of these trackers, you'll see what the price was a few weeks ago before they jacked it up.
Why do they do that?
Because that's corporation for you.
Oh my God, that is so upsetting. What's the website called where you can do that?
Camel Camel Camel.
Should we look something up? Because I was going to buy something.
Sure.
Okay, go to Camel Camel Camel. Let me get an
They
item.
value my privacy, thank you.
Let me get you an item that's already in my cart that I was going to buy at 3 o'clock.
Keywords.
Okay, hold on.
What about, should I just do Amazon Echo?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. 2nd generation Echo.
Okay. I don't know how to use this website.
Actually, this might be a bad example because I think it's only sold on Amazon.
Right, it says Amazon. Oh, that's true. That's very true. Okay, what else?
Let me go back. Hold on. I'm going to go to their Prime Day deals. They're going to show me their best deals. Ready? They're only showing me Amazon products. Come on! Shop early access. Oh my God, they're only showing me.
Okay, what about, here are some. The Venturi Essential Red Wine Aerator. Ooh, that sounds nice.
Oh, by the way, people love that. It's the one where you don't have to take the cork out to pour wine, and then you get to keep it fresh. It's really good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know who uses it
Amazon
all the time?
price history. Currently, it's at $13.91. The highest it was ever at was $39.99.
It's a good deal.
I don't even know how this website works.
That chart looks confusing. Honestly.
Oh my God, you guys.
This is what we get for doubting Amazon. That sounds like a great deal.
Honestly, this is more work than just buying it on Amazon.
Totally.
Like, now I'm wasting productivity. I'm taking time out of my money making, and then
Opportunity
therefore,
cost.
It's exactly. So you know what? If I just buy it without doing the research, I'll make more money being productive somewhere else.
But that Venturi air opener, aerator thing, Russell Dickerson and Kaylee use it all the time on their Instagram stories, and they like swear by it.
Wait, so now I have to get it.
It like pumps air through the cork, and you could pour a glass of wine without taking the cork out. It's crazy.
That is so crazy. I should get it, except I don't really drink wine at home anymore. And honestly, after this weekend, I'm not drinking till Sunday.
No, I'm not drinking because I'm going to St. Louis on Thursday.
Oh, so you're gonna be smoking Mary J.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, I can't drink like near my shows because like I really need a lot of energy. So Thursday I'm gonna be in St. Louis. It's sold out, so sorry. And I'm not adding a second show. And then I go to Denver Saturday where I'm going to eat an edible. No, I'm kidding. I just feel like everyone in my audience on Saturday is gonna be high on marijuana.
Well, that'll be great because then they'll laugh even harder.
I should give out edibles like as people walk in.
Just make sure that's within the law.
Legal, yeah.
You could get like arrested.
And I'm not adding a second show in Denver either, but there are a couple tickets left because it's my first theater. I've been doing comedy clubs, but now it's a theater.
So when it's a theater, do people have to buy the seat, or it's still like
it's still GA VIP. I don't know when that stops because.
What about in Boston?
So that's what I was just about to say. My Boston show was at the Wilbur Theater, which is like an actual theater where people like sing also. And I thought like maybe I'll be on StubHub, you know. But it's still GA VIP. There's like certain sections sectioned off for GA.
That's so crazy.
I know. I don't know when you get to the level of like buying per seat. That's when you make like a ton of money.
Interessante.
Yeah. And then Sunday I get back and hopefully we'll make it in time for the Taylor Swift concert.
I think I'm going to the Taylor Swift concert Sunday now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, instead of Friday.
Okay. I'm just like so nervous about it.
Which works better for just like that's why I wasn't going to drink till Sunday because I'm going to drink at the Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Are you?
Of course. I mean, I get in Sunday at like 5, so I'm going to need Ben to pick me up at the airport. I'll just like change in the car and go.
Okay. What airport?
Back, I don't know.
Why don't you just fly into
To Newark. That's a great idea.
I'm just always thinking,
You're full of great ideas.
Okay, next story. Our girl, Kate Upton, is pregnant in Miami. And I just am so happy for her.
Obviously,
I feel like
this was in the Toasters group before.
Obviously. And, I feel like if we didn't have such a deep love for Kate Upton, like, this wouldn't be a story because all that there is to this news is her Instagram caption, and, like, there's no additional news other than she's # pregnant in Miami with Justin Verlander's baby, we're assuming. She added him. And she looks amazing.
So I guess that means it's his.
So I guess it means it's his, but you never know.
I love that she didn't make it like a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
No, and she didn't sell the story or is she,
Yeah.
isn't she? She's just a cool girl.
Right,
and
Troy Belisario, she's 100% pregnant. We announced it on the Toast Instagram maybe 2 months ago, and everyone was giving me shit in the comments, it's not, saying that I'm fat shaming her. It's she doesn't even look pregnant. I just have it on amazing authority that she is. And then someone in the Toasters group did prenatal yoga with her and confirmed that she is in fact pregnant. So I was right, you were wrong. Grab a spoon, eat my ass.
I wonder if she's going to be going to prenatal yoga with Kate Upton now.
Kate Upton is everything and more. I'm obsessed with her.
I'm in love with her.
And I just love how I don't know, I just think it's so rare when couples in Hollywood have normal relationship progressions. They dated for a good amount of time, got engaged for a decent amount of time, got married, and now
got married after he won the World Series.
Right, that's the not normal part. But I'm just mean the timing is so normal. And they've been married for now a couple of months and she's pregnant. Just perfect.
Perfect. I was telling my friends and they don't know anything about pop culture, except the only way they get their information is from the Toast. If they don't watch the Toast, they know nothing. So I was saying Kate Upton's pregnant, and I was it's just so crazy. She's our age because she's 26. She's born in 1992, and they were what? They thought she was 30 something. I was yeah, this is just a girl our age getting pregnant, with her husband, and just being the most beautiful woman on the planet.
Wait,
it happens every day.
She was 26.
Born in 1992.
But you know what's so funny is I used to think 26 was an adult, but I'm 24 and I'm not an adult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems younger when you're it.
Oh, always.
You know?
I'm sure, but when we're 30, still now 30 seems okay, if we're not in a totally different realm of life by 30, then we need to rethink stuff, but we're not going to be.
I just think she also has the most mature feminine body. So you don't think of that as 26. To me, she has a very similar body as Marilyn Monroe. And to me, Marilyn Monroe was always a woman, not a girl.
For sure, except Marilyn Monroe, I think died at young, at 20.
Oh, yeah.
She never even made it to 30.
No.
I think she's part of a 27 club. And the thing about Kate Upton is she's been around for so long, she feels like a veteran model.
That's true.
And you would think a veteran model is in her 30s, but it's just because she started so young, because she was just so beautiful. She couldn't
stop.
Another
Yeah,
minute.
she couldn't stop. And she's in Miami for Swim Week, and everyone, Sports Illustrated is there, and it just looks so lit.
It does and it doesn't, because
because they're not really having fun.
It's they want us to look lit, but I know they're not drinking and I know they're not eating. So how much fun are you really having?
Right, that's Revolve. It looks fun.
But I think that Revolve is fun because I feel influencers do at least drink. I don't know about eat.
Not eat, for sure.
But drink is cool too.
I love that the Toasters knew this first, and I didn't realize how many subgroups. So if you guys don't know, we talk about it all the time. Our listeners have a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group where they swap stories, celebrity gossip, recommendations, all that stuff. And it's so lit, and there's always drama. And they knew Haley and Justin were engaged way before we did. And there's a couple spin-off groups, ones that we started. And I didn't realize how many there were. There's an Amazon one. It's called Toasters in Their Prime. And I joined today because I wanted to see good deals. Do you know how many subgroups there are?
How many?
There's not an exact number because nobody really knows.
And also every city has one.
Right. But
there are a couple of duplicates.
Mm-hmm, but a couple girls were commenting about how many they were in. So I attribute the number of Toaster groups there are as the person who said they were in the most groups. So I want you to guess.
Oh. Well, no, I don't think that's even true. But
well, no, there's definitely more than that.
And is this not including city groups? Because you
including
can't be,
city groups.
She's in every city.
Oh, that's true. So there's definitely way more.
Yeah.
But there's no way to quantify it because I don't have a place for them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just want you to guess.
Okay, I think subgroups not city 75.
Oh. Okay, relax. 32. She was in, this girl.
Oh, no, but I don't think she's in.
There's probably 50.
I don't think she's in every group.
No. But I think there's probably 50.
I think there's more.
There's Toasters with chronic illnesses. Did you know that?
No.
There's Weight Watchers Toasters, Book Club Toasters.
But then there's also just diet toasters, cooking toasters.
Yep. Beauty, we have dog moms.
Home, we have. Tipsy toasters we have.
The best group.
But there are just so many. The LGBTQ toasters.
Yes, that's new.
Then there's one that's like, I think, like kind of Toast After Dark in the sense it's about like sex and like.
Oh, the TIA.
The TIA.
There's so many groups.
There's the Toast
Curvy
After Dark
toasters.
itself.
The Toast After Dark. Curvy toasters.
Mom toasters, teacher toasters.
Teacher toasters.
We already just counted 15.
No, there's so many, and there's ones I've also never heard of.
Right.
Like they just keep popping up.
And like, how did
there's Steeny Stooly Steens
Yeah.
for people who love Barstool. Like there's so many.
There's so many. There's
toasters.
stylish scenes.
Yes. Whatever. There's just so many. It's so great. So like.
And then plus the city groups. How many cities are there in the U.S.? There's
A
at
ton.
least 52 states. So
Yeah.
that's 52 groups.
52.
Sorry, 50.
I was like, what? I know that I don't know a lot about America, like, and the history, and like, I was literally having this conversation in the car
I
yesterday.
know 50. I was just getting ahead of myself.
Yeah. No, I was just having this conversation in the car yesterday with Olivia, like, about how I really don't know, like, history. Like, I do not know.
You don't know famous couples throughout history?
I don't know who fought in the Cold War, and then Olivia told me, and then I remember that movie we
Russia
saw, Red
and U.S.
Army.
with a little bit of Cuba.
Cuba? I don't know things about, like, our country. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'm a history major.
And you are like a wealth of knowledge. Like you and Olivia are always talking about shit. And I feel like that episode of Friends where Joey like gets the encyclopedia and he doesn't know what anyone's talking about. Like that's me.
No, it really is nice to just know about your past. And it's like they say, like, if you don't understand the past, you're destined to repeat it in the future. And I just don't want to be one of those people.
Yeah,
and
no,
as like a major, as a college degree, history is like a little bit worthless, but just as a woman of the world,
Totally.
it's very worthful.
I agree.
And
Very fulfilling.
Yeah, I feel like you should read a couple history books. Or, no, I'm sorry, don't do that because you never will. Watch a few movies.
Okay,
Like, you
National
should-
Treasure for sure.
You should watch like Black Hawk Down.
Don't know what that is.
It's a crazy, shocking story.
About
The U.S. trying to help Somalia, and it's an epic fail.
Okay.
It does not have a happy ending.
Oh, okay.
But it's like you would never know this story.
I saw 13 Reasons Why with Benghazi. What was it called? 13 minutes? 13 hours.
13 hours.
Yeah. 13 hours why?
13 Reasons
That is
Why.
the best movie
with
ever.
Benghazi.
Jackie, the plane never came.
No, it's the worst movie ever.
Like even when they're safe and sound, it's not an American plane. What's wrong with us?
Literally.
Such a crazy movie. And John Krasinski was like hot in it, and he's like not hot.
There were so many hotties, but I was like, they're not okay. Save our hotties.
Totally.
Bring back our hotties.
I saw. I know it wasn't real. I wish it was. Inglourious Bastards. Learned a lot about that. A movie I need to see is Valkyrie
Really? Why?
because they tried to kill Hitler.
But they didn't, and then Tom Cruise wears a fake butt. That's
Are you sure?
Yes, you haven't
Did Hitler?
seen-
Did he play Hitler?
No, he was just trying to like. He was playing like a
Tom Cruise
a
is
military
out of control.
man. He wore a fake butt in one scene. It like went viral.
Oh man, that's hysterical.
So for that reason, you should see it. Other historical films. I don't know. I want to see that one about Churchill. That
Doesn't look like my
Darkest
vibe.
Hour.
Yeah, it won all the Oscars. I'm just not my vibe.
And it's like now that there are all these real movies about our history and about famous couples
Throughout history, yeah.
It's like, how can you watch movies that are just made up completely? Like,
It's like useless.
you know, it's like, oh, fake news.
Do something better with your time.
Right, like learn about something.
That's why I watch reality TV. It's real.
And that, no, I feel the exact same way. And I was talking about this with my friends. The only scripted TV that I watch is stuff that's so far-fetched, like Game of
Game of
Thrones,
Thrones, yeah.
that like, it's not like, oh my God, these people that are living real lives. If I want to watch people living real lives, I'll watch Real Housewives. Like, I don't watch about, oh, a family just like us.
Yeah.
Except they're,
Like Modern Family.
Right.
Like we are the Modern Family.
we
Look
really
at our
are.
web show.
And then the other shows that I watch are like Dynasty and Riverdale. That's just like glamour, fantasy, beautiful
Money,
people.
yeah.
And if it's not that, if it's other people's problems that are made up, I am not interested.
Yeah, like shows that give you a pit for other people that aren't even real.
That
like,
aren't-
what a waste of time.
I can't and I shan't.
No, but like I
And I
love
went.
watching a reality show is multifaceted because like you get to watch, but then you also get to like watch them in real life and like on social media, and that's like a whole other show. Like Sheena and that Adam the bartender, like I think they're dating. Like that is a show in and of itself, and then I'll get to see it unfold and like see what really happens.
100%. Like Siesta Key, like even though the show is a little bit fake, like
Mm-hmm.
their social media is real, and it keeps it going throughout the seasons.
Also, Chloe Troutman of Siesta Key is going to be at my show in Denver.
Chloe Troutman peer pressured me into going out on Saturday night, and honestly, like when you told everyone to tell me to go out, and like everyone was telling me, and I was like, okay, I understand. And then she messaged me, she's like, you have to go out, it's your sister's birthday.
Thanks,
and I was
Chloe.
like, oh my God, Chloe. And I
Her-
went. I
her-
could just see her, like, being like on the show. Like,
Yeah.
you have to go out.
Totally. That's an episode. But she's going to be at my show in Denver. I think her boyfriend lives there.
Oh my God, cute.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why she would be in Denver. So
I think her boyfriend might live
I
there.
think so too. So if you want to see Claudia Chapman, go buy tickets. Girlsonthejob.com.
Oh my God, that is so cute.
I
Also,
know.
we never even talked about how Friday we posted the video to your birthday.
Oh my God, we didn't talk about it?
No, because I
we were
hadn't
still
posted
editing
it yet.
Jackie made literally, and I take absolutely no credit for it, the most incredible vlog for our YouTube Patreon subscribers. And it basically is just like our night from start to finish at my birthday party. Everyone is so drunk and like talking to the camera and like embarrassing themselves.
Like, definitely the documentary sort of filmed itself.
Yes.
But one person that it wouldn't have been the same without is Ben. Like,
Oh, Ben is the star.
he is the star. He is so funny. Watching him get progressively more
Drunker,
drunk
yeah.
is hilarious. And then Dana, always honorable mention for
Yes.
Dana. She always comes through.
So if you're not a Patreon member, I would honestly just subscribe for this month if you don't want to do every month because it's so good. And then you get access to all of our old episodes, which are a bunch of other videos, some podcasts, some we do really good like in-depth podcasts on certain topics. Like we did a whole health and beauty one. We did a whole New York guide. So it's worth it.
It is worth it, and we're definitely going to continue our mini-series behind the scenes. Maybe when Snitch comes home, we'll do like something steamy.
Sure. When she becomes our intern.
Reluctantly.
I can't wait to boss her around.
No, can't wait. Can't enchant.
What's
Okay.
next?
See Prince Louis' official christening photos with the royal family. You guys, Prince Louis' christening photos came out. There was a whole array of them. The nuclear family, the extended family, the royal family.
Every photo more precious than the next.
Every photo more precious than the next, and everything I needed and more.
And honestly, props to Kensington Palace for being so fucking in tune with what's necessary. Like, every time there's a royal event, like, they get the most premium pictures and they release them. Like, we care and, like, we want pictures and we don't get enough of them. So, like, thank you for that. And, like, all I can think about is how, like, back in the day, like, if the commoners wanted to see a picture of the royals, they would have to wait for that to be painted. And they would have to, like, sit for hours. Whereas, like, we get it the next day.
That's true. But then also back in the day, like, it would just be in the newspaper. Like, I remember in The Crown, like, Margaret's 16th birthday portrait is, like, a whole thing.
Right.
And she does it nude.
No, it's all over my Explore page.
And I'm just so happy for it. And this picture with Will, Kate, Louis, George, Charlotte,
Charlotte is so cute.
Camilla, Charles, Harry, and
Meghan.
Meghan is the picture.
Okay, it's the photo, and here's why. Meghan looks fake. Like, she looks like a doll. Like, she looks like Barbie. Charlotte is impeccably cute.
They all are. George has never looked happier.
George has never looked happier. George steals the spotlight in every photo, but Kate looks so beautiful. Like, I feel like she's like a real mom. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she really sacrifices like her own like self-care just like to take care of her kids. Like, she always looks like so busy and like so like she's like a real mom. Like, she just like, not that she's even relatable whatsoever because she has like a staff, but like she just looks like she's always putting her kids first. And I remember like there was a paparazzi photo of like her hair turning gray and like she didn't even care because like she was just had Charlotte. Like, she finally took a moment for herself and she looks so beautiful in these photos. Her contours on fleek, her headpiece was divine, and then that, I don't know what they call it, but like that big blanket she was carrying the baby in was just glamorous as hell.
It was so glamorous, and the whole family looks great, but where is Queenie?
Where's Queenie Vibes? I don't know. Queenie Vibes, I'm not sure. But obviously the only thing I can really look at in this photo is Meghan, because this is like her first royal portrait, not from her wedding. Her dress is like a little dark and everyone's wearing kind of bright colors, so like it is a little darkening, but she looks beautiful.
She looks beautiful, and like, I can't even assess her outfit because I'm just so happy that she's there.
Yeah, her and Harry look like a little nervous. Like, they're working really hard to look normal. Like, they're robots. Like, she looks like a Stepford wife in the picture.
And
but
you
she
know
looks
what?
Great.
Camilla doesn't look nervous enough. Like,
Yeah.
shoulders back, woman.
Yeah, I'm not here for Camilla and Charles. Like, they can just scram and leave us with a new generation of royals.
Well, it's like, I didn't know about Camilla and Charles for so long. Like, before I started watching The Crown, before Meghan was introduced to the royal family, I didn't know that Charles would even like remarried a divorced woman. I didn't know
It's so much drama.
that there were 3 women in their relationship, and like that's why him and Diana broke up, and like Charles was in love with Camilla since before he ever met Diana.
Right, but he wasn't allowed to marry her because she was forced.
And so on the one hand, I just want to be like, and no, he wasn't allowed to marry her before Diana because she wasn't a virgin. Like, how fucking crazy is that? She
So
wasn't even
crazy.
divorced yet.
So crazy.
So crazy. So they just got married, like this whole scandal.
Oh, so Meghan Markle's a virgin?
This whole scandal would have been eradicated, but we wouldn't have had the princes that we have today because
That's true.
the DNA would have made someone
different,
else.
yeah.
It would have been Phil and Farry.
Right.
So I'm grateful
Also
that we
good.
have. I'm grateful that we have Will and Harry.
Wait, oh my God, Jackie, I got tagged in literally the lamest meme ever. Like there's an account dedicated to like justifying Diana's existence. So someone like took all the royal portraits and like cut out Camilla's face and like tagged me and they're like much better. Like it's so lame.
That is so lame. I see some really bad memes.
Me too. You do? I get tagged them all the time.
Oh, that's true. People tag me in memes like, I don't know, I'm gonna send them to you. Maybe I would if it were really funny, but can you stop?
Yeah.
I untagged them all. Like.
And speaking of royals, over the weekend, Wimbledon was lit as hell because at Wimbledon, 2 amazing things happened. Meghan and Kate like went on their first outing together alone without the boys, and they just like sat for a moment and like watched the match, and they looked really cute.
And happy and laughy, and like, what are they laughing about? I have to know.
What do they talk about? I mean, people are saying like they have a lot to like discuss because like they're both technically commoners. But I mean, Kate is like British, and Kate like grew up in like royal aristocracy, and like Meghan's like an American actress. Like they couldn't be more different.
They
first
really
of all.
couldn't be more different.
I don't know what they talk about.
What did they laugh about too? And they are those real laughs or fake laughs? Like,
Right, like for the photos.
I want to believe that they're real laughs.
And then also at Wimbledon,
Belle
and Gaston were reunited.
Had an affair.
Luke,
Don't tell the beast.
Luke Evans and Emma Watson were seated next to each other at one of the matches, and like literally like goals.
And I really do go back and forth on who Belle should have gone with. And I feel like she should have gone with Gaston because like the beast was like, I love it. Like I want to date the beast. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
No, so I've seen the movie many times, and I also saw the movie as a kid, the cartoon. And obviously, when you're a kid, you're just like bad Gaston, good beast. And now, even when I saw the movie the first time, I was like, oh, so romantic beast. And then now that I've literally watched it 75,000 times, and I've really watched it with like an analytical lens, and like I watched all the special features, like I look through it now, and it's like when I watch Gaston in every scene. Literally all he wants to do is make Belle happy and like he doesn't say like, oh Belle, I want to fuck you and you know throw you to the wolves. He's like, I want to marry you and have children with you. How nice. Like, and she's so rude to him back. Like really he didn't do anything to her. He's just
so
cocky,
true.
which isn't a crime. The only bad thing he does is he captures Maurice and then like, but at that point he was so frustrated.
Because he wanted to put his blessing.
And her family had like thrown him aside so many times and just like degraded him to like the point of just belittling him to like this tiny thing where like, yes, I'd be pissed too. Fuck you, Maurice, and your gears, you know?
Totally. No.
If you watch the movie through that lens, it's wildly interesting because you realize Belle is so rude to him from the get-go, and really he doesn't do anything bad until she pushes him to that point. So I just think everyone should watch a movie again through the lens of Gaston being the good guy, and like the beast, he fucking captured your dad and held you captive. No. It's an abusive relationship.
Okay, here's the thing. That's one extreme, but you don't have to watch it through the lens of Gaston being the good guy, but watch it through the lens of Gaston isn't really that bad. And then like he's a real suitor. What the only problem is that he only wants to marry Belle because she's beautiful, but like she is beautiful inside and out.
It's a compliment.
He never said she was ugly on the inside.
No, I just think like everyone being so here for the beast and not Gaston, it's like hypocritical.
Well,
because
they're
the same.
The beast.
They're the same. Sorry.
No, I'm here for the beast, like as a man in general. Like
also,
recluse, lives in his big home, doesn't want to leave, love it. Like he's so cute and tender and
sweet.
But
it's honestly like it's the lesser of two evils. Both of the guys are bad. Like they both do bad things to her. Like she should have ended up with LeFou.
But LeFou is not interested in her.
No, LeFou in the new sequel is gay.
Right. Ugh, LeFou.
And did you hear that they wouldn't play it in some countries because LeFou is gay? Like, oh my God, that's
and also
so
like
stupid.
before the movie came out, it was like a whole thing like they've made LeFou gay and like.
But they never even spoke about it.
And then all these like cities were like an uproar, but it was just a very subtle nuance at the end. Like
I didn't even like. He just
take a Xanax, calm down.
Everyone needs to calm down.
Everyone needs to take a Xanax.
Gaston on the count of three.
And grab a spoon.
Totally. Gaston on the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Gaston!
That was good.
That was great. Now we have to move on from the story because we'll never.
We've beat this story to a
because
pulp.
that was the best it ever went. But in one more piece of royal news, Thomas Markle is on the loose again.
Oh, he's claiming that
Meghan's terrified.
She looks terrified in every photo with the royal family, and he just wants to talk to her. And honestly, like I think he has good intentions, and he doesn't realize every time he speaks, he makes a big duty everywhere. Like he thinks, like I think he's a good person, and he's really just like trying to help. I think he really does think Meghan looks terrified.
But you don't tell that to the press, you tell it to your new wife. Like,
it's like he's trying to be helpful, and he literally just ends up taking a massive dump everywhere.
I really feel so sorry for him, but like
the
more he talks, the more I'm just like you're losing all of my sympathy.
It would really behoove her just to reach out to him and make
like,
amends so he would shut the fuck up. Like, he just needs to shut the fuck up. He's making her look like such a mess.
But if she reaches out to him, like, he's going to screenshot that and post it to Instagram.
He's going to tell the Daily Mail, Megan texted me today, here's her phone number.
Megan's alive.
Yeah, like, he's out of control.
He's really out of control.
And once again, justice for Meghan Markle's mom, who just is a class act, even though her ex-husband is legitimately a psychopath.
No, truly, like, how are they ever married? That's crazy.
And from what I hear, not that I was there, but they had a very tumultuous marriage. Like, his family was really mean to her.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
Well, I'm glad she got out, and now she's the mother of the princess.
No, she couldn't be in a better spot. Does she live in London? I wonder where she's residing. Like, if you, like, your only daughter was the Queen of England, like, you would move, right?
If your only daughter was Queenie vibes.
Yeah, right.
No, Meghan is Queenie vibes. Like,
oh, totally.
The Queen is Queen, like, not just vibes, like, all around. Meghan is Queenie vibes only.
Wait, so, I've been ordering off of
Instagram ads. Are you Taylor Swift, 1994?
Okay, so I ordered off of another Instagram ad, and it was a little shady because the company was called Vibes Season, which, like, is the loseriest name ever. But they had these nameplates that say, like, the year you were born, so it's so cute, and I got one. Then I also was like, oh, I'll get another one with my name. And it came, and they did it in, like, old English letters, and it's all lowercase. So I open it, and I'm like, something looks weird. And I show Ben, and he's like, I know what I'm thinking is weird, but I didn't want to tell him. I just wanted to see if he saw it.
Yeah.
He's like, it says Dadia. I'm like, yeah, okay, it says Dadia. Because it's all lowercase. So, like, the little C and the L just look like a D. And I'm like, it's Dadia. I'm like, what am I going to do with this necklace? So stupid. Just call me Dadia. And now I'm all tangled, and, like, nothing bothers me more than having tangled necklaces. Oh, there we go, okay. Dadia, it's so stupid. Are you going to be okay?
That's so funny.
And I'm like, maybe I'm just looking too much into it, so I showed it to Ben. He's like, you're Dadia.
You are Dadia.
No, totally.
That's like Altivia. Mm-hmm. When Olivia was younger, she
subscribed to Highlights magazine.
She got like a magazine subscription.
They spelled her name Altivia Oshry.
Altivia.
And we literally still call her that. We don't let anything go in our family. Like, that's proof. Like, you think we beat Margot up with Parse, and that was only like 5 years ago.
Right, that's so fresh.
Altivia on the cover of Highlights magazine literally was maybe she's 20, she's 27, maybe 20 years ago.
Oh my God, maybe more than 20 years ago.
We don't let anything go.
And it's crazy that Altivia comes from that, because that's just like one of her names.
Yeah, we call her Tibber.
Which might come from tibia.
No, it was Liv, Tiv.
No, it was Tiv because of Altiv. And then Tiv became Tib.
It was briefly Tiberace.
It was briefly Tisdale.
Yeah, no, we call her everything.
Liberace.
Tiberace. That's what I called her for like a summer, and she hated it so much she made me stop.
I called her Trout because I thought Oliver.
Yeah,
I called her
Oliver Trout.
And I thought the orphan's name was Oliver Trout, but it's Oliver Twist.
It is.
Yeah.
So who's Oliver Trout?
That's
something from a movie.
I don't think so. Maybe it's from a movie now. And then I called her Trout Skin.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Wow. Altivia. Okay, you guys. Everyone, somber.
I'm fine.
You're smiling. Stop smiling.
I'm happy.
No, you're not.
I have an award-winning morning show. What's not to be happy about?
You're not going to be happy after this next story.
Oh, God, okay.
Bombshell Anthony Bourdain interview is published 1 month after his suicide. Celebrity chef unloads on, quote, rapey and gropey and disgusting Bill Clinton and hopes Weinstein is beaten to death in jail. Okay, these are the Daily Mail bullets.
Where is the interview from? Like, who was it with?
Popula with journalist Maria Bustillos.
Okay.
It hadn't been published until now.
Shady.
Anthony Bourdain gave a lengthy, wide-ranging interview to journalist Maria Bustillos for her recently launched magazine Popula. In the interview conducted in February and published Sunday, Bourdain slammed Bill Clinton's handling of his sexual misconduct allegations. He also condemned Clinton's wife, Hillary, for her role in destroying the women. Bourdain, one of the most outspoken male supporters of the Me Too movement, said he would have liked to see the producer, quote, beaten to death in his cell.
Harvey Weinstein.
About Harvey Weinstein. He also touched on politics in the Trump era, saying he would compromise his principles for some, quote, fucking competency, which I don't have reading that word.
I don't understand. But here's
Bourdain
the thing.
also bizarrely said Jared Kushner's eyebrows appeared manscaped and said he was, quote, born a snitch.
That is... Oh my God. He's talking to us from beyond.
Anthony Bourdain was a toaster.
We hear you. and we will get your story out. I mean, this just confirms what we already knew. Enty told us, and it was already suspicious. When Anthony Bourdain was announced that he had committed suicide, I'd been following him on Twitter for a while, and because his girlfriend of a long time was one of Harvey Weinstein's victims, he was like super outspoken about all like the misogyny and pedophilia in Hollywood, and it was just a matter of time before they took him down, similar to Mark Salling. Mark Salling, quote unquote, committed suicide. Ironically, a day before he was due at the LAPD to give names of some of Hollywood's biggest pedophiles in exchange for a better sentencing deal. Literally the day before he could give up some of Hollywood's pedophiles, he was, quote unquote, found dead from committing suicide, even though the police report was very conflicting because it said he had defensive wounds, but that he also committed suicide. And how would you have defensive wounds if it was you killed yourself? But nobody cared because like he was like a terrible guy, and they're like, whatever. He's a child molester, child pornography, whatever. Like, but now Anthony Bourdain is like literally one of the most like people were so the points guy, because like I didn't realize Anthony Bourdain is like travel, like he's just like a lot of people like really looked up to him, and the points guy was like he's literally like one of my biggest inspirations. I'm like, for me, I was just like I just follow him on Twitter, but like for some people like he was like everything. Like so now I feel like the world is quietly waking up to all the what's going on. Like nobody really cared about Mark Stanley because he was like he died and he was a terrible person, whatever. Anthony Bourdain is like this universally respected person, and now things are happening, you know, behind the scenes.
Things are happening behind the scenes. This interview came out, but nothing's going to come of it. Like, no one's questioning whether or not it was that he committed suicide. Like, literally, the headline still says 1 month after his suicide.
Right.
Let's at least say 1 month after his death.
Because now this is just...
And then let's change it to 1 month after his murder.
This just is even more proof that what Enty's saying is probably true. Like, he knew so much about, like, you know, the real corruption that went all the way up in Hollywood, and like he was ready to talk about it. Like he's the type of person where he's successful enough and has made enough money that he doesn't rely on Hollywood. I feel like a lot of the people who are victims of like the terrible things that go on in Hollywood like still need to work and they need to make money and they need to like live. But Anthony Bourdain, he was at a level like he was unreachable, so he could say whatever he wants, but now he can't.
That's crazy. So maybe he really couldn't say whatever he wants, and that just goes to show we're out of control talking like this.
Right, totally. And you know what else I hate? Like, I hate that talking like this, like, makes me look like a crazy conspiracy theorist. Because it's true, but, like, it's not mainstream. So I'm like, I look like crazy because I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
No, it really, it's very annoying.
Like, I'm not a crazy conspiracy. Who's that guy that, like, has all the conspiracy theories on YouTube that people say is crazy?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, like, I feel like that person, even though I'm spitting truth.
And no, I feel like when we do the show, the toasters know what's up, and like, I don't feel like a conspiracy theorist talking to them. But like, when I talk to other people and they're like, oh my God, so sad about Anthony Bourdain. I'm like, well, he was murdered because he was speaking about Harvey Weinstein. Like,
right.
I sound so crazy. And then I go into all of the craziest lines just to prove that it's even, that's nothing. It's even crazier.
Like the craziest.
It's that the little girl from Poltergeist was raped to death. And then like, I always close with that.
Yeah.
And I feel so crazy.
I feel crazy. And like, literally last night in my sleep, I had a thought and I remembered being like, write this down, but I didn't, but now I'm remembering that like, I can't believe that there are people who like live in this world and are just, they're like fully conscious and they're like real people who just believe like that everything they see on social media and everything they see in the press about Selena Gomez is true. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, like
they don't know that like Selena Gomez has two sides and like the real side and the fake side. Like just these people who are well informed and like follow her on Instagram, just like think she's like a pop singer. Like there are so many people who just like think that. Do you know what I mean?
And that she's like a role model and like probably doesn't even really drink. She's like,
but even just like on the base level, not people who think she's a role model, just people who know about her existence.
Right.
And they're just like, oh yeah, she's an American pop singer. Like, that's not even the half of it, you know?
Totally. Man.
Oh, Alex Jones. That's the guy who does all the conspiracy theories.
Oh.
That's me now.
What does he conspire?
I don't know, but that's me. I'm just like, everywhere I go, someone's talking about celebrity, I'm like, well, you know, he didn't really die. James Dean's been living up in Canada. Like, I'm crazy, and I sound so crazy, but I'm not.
No, totally.
Like, I just don't want to be stigmatized like Alex Jones as the crazy conspiracy person, because my conspiracy theories are definitely true.
No, it's fine, because no one calls Enty a conspiracy theorist.
Right.
And as long as you're basing everything we say off of Enty, like, I think we're okay. Meanwhile, this brings me to my next story, because I'm so conflicted, Claudia.
They say Alex Jones thinks the Sandy Hook school shooting was fake. Like, that's not me.
Okay, no.
I have legitimate theories.
Yeah, don't compare yourself to him.
Yeah.
This next story is very conflicting for us because Elon Musk.
Oh my God, I can't even talk about this.
Here, we'll just read the headline, the news, and then we'll talk about it.
Wait. Before, I just want to preface that I knew we were going to talk about this story, and last night when I also couldn't sleep, I was thinking about what I was going to say, and I was like, I have to defend Elon Musk to the death. And then I'm also thinking, I'm not his sister. Like, what do I owe him my loyalty?
And it's like, he doesn't even know who we are. Like, if we thought that, like, he knew that we loved him and now we're going to turn on him, like, no. I want to read the whole story so that we can really
But last night, I was like, I'm going to defend him to the death. I love him. And then I'm like, why? So now.
Because you go hard for people. And
Totally.
you don't just give up on people because, I don't know, maybe he was like.
I am biased, for sure. But like, now I'm going to do it through a lens that's completely unbiased and apolitical. Go.
Furious Elon Musk calls Thailand cave rescue diver, quote, a pedo, as in pedophile. Maybe not.
I haven't called anyone a pedo, like literally in 15 years.
No, and like Twitter upped their word count. Why couldn't you spell out the whole word? Maybe you didn't mean pedophile. I don't know.
So give the outline.
Elon Musk launched a vicious Twitter attack Sunday against one of the divers who helped rescue a group of boys from a Thai cave last week, calling him a pedo after the frogman criticized the Tesla chief's failed bid to aid the situation. Vern Unsworth, who was on the international team of specialist cave divers at the scene, had told CNN that he thought the mini submarine the Tesla chief sent to help with the rescue was a useless grab for attention. Unsworth said Musk's mini sub stunt in fact got in the way of the rescue. Quote, it just had absolutely no chance of working. He had no conception of what the cave passage was like. The submarine, I believe, was about 5 feet 6 inches long, rigid, so it wouldn't have gone round corners or around any obstacles, Unsworth said. It wouldn't have made the first 50 meters into the cave from the dive start point. It was just a PR stunt. Unsworth said Musk was asked to leave the cave as, quote, he should have been. He went to Thailand?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Huh. Musk then tweeted of Unsworth, never saw this British expat guy who lives in Thailand, sus, at any point when we were in the caves. Only people in sight were the Thai Navy/Army guys who were great. Thai Navy SEALs escorted us in, total opposite of wanting us to leave. Water level was actually very low and still not flowing. You could literally have swum to Cave 5 with no gear, which is of how the kids got in. If not true, then I challenge this dude to show final rescue video. Huge credit to pump and generator team, unsung heroes here, Musk added. You know what? Don't bother showing the video, Musk wrote. We will make one of the mini sub/pod going all the way to Cave 5, no problemo. Sorry, pedo guy. You really did ask for it.
Okay. So the interview, I saw the interview first. People were circulating it, basically that Elon just did this whole thing for press, and I was like, that's so mean, because like I don't think he's a bad person. And then I heard he called him a pedophile, and I tried to go on Elon's Twitter. Literally, I had to scroll down so far. He's being crazy, like replying to everyone, like he's spiraling out of control.
And here's what's really conflicting, because honestly, after everything I've read on the internet, it seems like a lot of people are pedophiles, and that doesn't even shock me anymore.
Right.
But this is what's conflicting, is that Enty tweeted saying to Vern Unsworth, if you want someone to represent you against Elon Musk
for libel,
I will do it. So
free. He said he'll do it free.
So Enty is taking Vern's side,
right?
Undoubtedly, meaning that Vern is definitely not a pedophile,
right? Just to like destigmatize and like normalize the word pedophile is stupid, because like there is a lot of pedophilia that people aren't talking about. So like I don't agree with Elon there. Like that's not a cool word to use.
But also like if it's really coming out of nowhere. Why would you say that, Elon? It's
a random insult, you know?
He's so based in facts. His whole life is facts and science. Like,
and numbers.
Why would you throw out not a fact?
Well, this is just so weird, because I feel like there are very few people left in the world who everyone respects and likes. Like Elon Musk, before this whole fiasco, was just like the genius of our generation, like had a great business, like wanted to go to the moon, you know, like he just like everyone thought he was like this revered, like godlike character, and now he's like this one thing is going to take him down.
No, I don't think it's
the internet is extremely unforgiving.
I agree, but I think Elon Musk has done so much good that this shouldn't undo him. This shouldn't. Also, like, I really don't understand why he said pedo and not pedophile.
Right, like you think it was a typo.
And like people are saying that the cave diver is considering suing Elon, but like, does pedo hold up as an insult in a court of law?
It's abbreviated, right? Good question.
Maybe he meant to write
pedo
like why?
Maybe that.
Maybe he meant to say pedo like a dog.
Right, I don't know. Or paleo, I don't know.
We should be on Elon's legal defense team.
Totally. But we also
but I'm not defending Elon in this situation, but I still love him. I still support him. I don't think what he did was a PR stunt, and even if it was, like, I really think he was trying to help.
No, same.
I don't think he built a submarine, like went to all those lengths.
I don't think you just go to Thailand to for PR. Elon Musk literally has more than enough PR.
Right. And this show is just like
a non-stop churning out content for Elon Musk machine. But it's just so weird. And like now I'm reading his tweets, like he's Alex Jones, like he's like literally being crazy. Like
stop.
Sorry.
What if he said that about you? How would you feel?
He just he looks crazy like in his tweets. Like no, he's responding to everyone.
Well, you should tweet at him and be like, "Come on the show."
Totally.
If
All
all the
Elon, I see
toasters-
you're really active on Twitter at Come on my show.
If all the toasters tweet at him, like, he'll see it. Actually, maybe someone took his phone away now, hopefully. I just feel like Elon, step away from the computer. Go back to Tesla.
Go back to the lab.
Go back to the lab.
Go back to NASA.
Invent something so amazing that we're all going to forget about this fiasco. Please.
Like, I don't know, maybe a plane that gets you from LA to New York in 5 minutes.
Well, this is what we were talking about this morning, because New York now has these things, those link machines that I guess like have internet and people use it to watch porn and masturbate, which is like one use. But another use is that they tell you these random facts about New York.
There was like big digital like advertisements.
Right. Some facts are really weird, but some are really helpful. So on this today, I saw, on this day in I guess 1958, sometime in the 1950s, John Glenn broke world records by flying a jet from New York to California in 3 hours and 20 minutes. Okay.
60 years.
Let's do the math.
Please.
It is the year 2018.
It's been 60 years.
60 years
Sorry,
ago.
70 years.
70 years ago, someone had the technology to get us to California in 3 hours. 2018, 60 years later, 70 years later.
It takes double.
It takes 6 hours. Where's that technology?
I always think that. And I always use the example from New York to LA as my prime example.
What about Dallas to LA? Because you
could be in Dallas or LA. No, but LA to New York is a very popular commute for people who work and just like coast to coast. And it's so frequent and like there's so many flights that like you'd think they'd be working overtime to make that specific flight like as easy as possible, but no.
No, you would think that like when they have the technology, it's not just New York to LA that took 3 hours. Anywhere could take half the time. They have this technology, yet 70 years later it still hasn't been implemented, even though John Glenn did that and then went to the moon.
Like remember in National Treasure?
And then was a nice guy in Hidden Figures?
Remember in National Treasure, in one of the sequels, there was this book hidden in the White House hidden in the Reagan Library about all the presidents, like their secrets. Like they would write it after they were their president. And like one of the president's secrets is totally that he knows how to fly from New York to LA in like 20 minutes, but won't share it because he wants to just use it for himself.
No, but like, it's just the airlines. I mean, this just goes back to the airlines and how they're totally defunct and corrupt and like taxpayer dollars and not at work. They are not at work.
No, I literally
not
need NT to do a full expose on just the airline. Do you want to use them?
Yeah.
On the airlines in general because it's fucked up.
No, it's so fucked up. And now that I saw this, like New York doesn't even know what it has coming because we should be protesting for better technology on planes.
No.
Did you see the story? I was looking for stories today, and there was a flight. I think it might have been right. No, I don't want to defame the airline if it wasn't. But it was flying to Croatia, somewhere in Europe, and it plummeted 30,000 feet. Like the plane just went down. They landed safely, but the passengers were bleeding from their ears.
Yes, I did hear about the ears.
Oh.
That's all I heard about, but I didn't know that they had plummeted.
They plummeted.
But did they crash or they picked themselves up?
They picked themselves up, and they landed safely. But like all the passengers,
the cabin pressure like busted out their ears.
Right.
That's so scary. That's probably so dangerous, like for your ears.
That's so scary. We need better technology on planes, and apparently it exists. John Glenn. If only he were here to see this.
No, there's so much like
John Glenn is rolling in his grave.
Totally. There's so many like secrets of our country. Do you know what I mean? And like NT's uncovering some of them, but like I just feel like there's so much that goes on that we don't even know about.
We need like government NT.
Right. Like Argo. Argo was kept a secret up until like 10 years ago.
Up until Ben Affleck found out.
Right. He found the files and then he made a movie about it and that's how the whole world found out. No, like that guy was given a Purple Heart in secret, like in the parking lot, remember?
Yeah. No, I didn't see Argo. I need to
What?
see it. I know.
Oh my God.
Like hostage crises
Oh,
give
Jackie,
me like
it's the biggest pit. The whole movie is one big
I
fucking
can't.
pit.
Like, did you ever see the movie like Entebbe that was about the Israeli flight?
Netanyahu.
Netanyahu.
His brother.
Oh my God, yes.
It's his brother.
Oh my God, and no one even knows this story.
I don't really know the story either, but it's like a plane hostage situation,
It's
right?
a plane hostage situation, an Israeli flight. They took it like all the way to South America, and like, it was just.
Did everyone die? Don't tell me.
Okay, it's a horrible, horrible.
No, but the current president of Israel's brother
Was
I know he died, right? I don't know. Don't tell me. I want to see the movie. But he was the war hero. He's like, and that's why his brother's like so famous and well liked because like his brother's Gaston.
His brother's Entebbe. You guys should see Entebbe just so people like. I feel like it's the Argo
of Israel,
but it just doesn't have Ben Affleck.
I can't believe you haven't seen Argo, Jackie. It's so good.
Today, I can't, the thought of watching it gives me a pit. Like I know what happens.
The only movie in the past maybe 10 years that I've watched that gave me a pit was 13 Hours because like I cannot watch pit movies anymore. Like you watch The Keepers you and Olivia keep raving about it, I won't watch it.
But
I can't watch things that give me pits.
Here's the difference. 13 hours, it's like we all knew what was going to happen, / what was not happening. And just sitting there like knowing that no one's coming for these guys, like that was the pit. Keepers, I had no clue where the story was going to go, so I was like interested, and I thought, and I could,
or like Handmaid's Tale.
I had like hope that something positive was going to happen, which it sort of did.
Right.
13 hours, nothing positive was happening. No one was coming.
I don't even know what the Keepers is
about. No one
was
coming for our hotties.
But like things that are so fucked up, like
the Keepers is
Handmaid's
about.
Tale. No, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
No. It's just about the church and all the like spotlight.
Sad.
But now justice has been served a little bit.
Okay, I don't care. I just like
Handmaid's Tale is fake.
I don't care. I choose to watch Friends. Like, I want to watch happy, positive things that make me laugh. I'm so done with like being inundated with sadness and pits.
I have no time for Handmaid's Tale. Like movies shows that are so fake and like, but they make you think that that's going to happen to you. I was actually talking about this with my friends because they watch Handmaid's Tale, and it was like, how do you guys watch that stuff? / what's it even about? It's like the future, but we're living on a farm. Everyone's Amish, and like Umfert has destroyed the world. And they were like, that's literally what it's about. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is so close to home. But it's like, we don't have a fertility issue. Apparently, that's what it's all based on.
I have no idea. I'm just not watching it. Like, I have made a conscious decision in my life. Like, oh my God, people tell me all the time.
Someone just wrote, Handmaid's Tale is insane. Everyone should be so afraid of fascism. I'm already afraid of fascism without watching Handmaid's Tale. I read history.
I don't even know what fascism is.
I don't need to watch a fake show to know that fascism is not good.
I don't even know what fascism is.
It's like Nazism.
Oh, definitely not good. I'm just like, I've made it the conscious decision as an adult to only like be happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, people ask me all the time, you know, I've dealt with a good amount of trauma in my life, and they're like, you're so strong. They're like on Father's Day, people are like, did you cry? I'm like, no. I just don't want to cry.
Who asked you that?
People all the time, they're like, did you get sad? I'm like, no, I don't want to cry.
And
I have made the conscious decision to not be sad. And people are like, you're so cold, like when you don't cry. I'm like, no, you know what? I want to be happy. Why would I want to make myself cry? Like, I'm over it. Like, I have made a decision to be happy. I don't want to watch sad movies. I don't want to think about sad things. Like, I want to be happy. And I'm going to live my life in a positive way. Like, I don't want to cry on Father's Day. It's a happy day. Like, people are celebrating.
And you know what?
Good for them.
Be happy. You don't have to buy a card and a gift.
And like spend the day. Like, I can just watch TV at home.
I know.
It's a free day.
I had the most relaxing Father's Day.
No, totally. And whenever people ask me like if I want to hang out, I'm like, sorry, it's just like a tough day for me. You know, even though it's not.
And you get the day off.
And I get to use it as an excuse. You know, I try to see the positives and like the benefits. And I don't want to be sad. Therefore, I will not be sad.
And therefore, we won't be watching Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Speaking of amazing TV that we must recap, Southern Charm finale aired on Thursday. I didn't get to watch it until last night.
Oh, drama.
It was wild. It was everything I thought it was going to be. And so now I just want to talk about the things that I didn't expect. The confrontation between Ashley and Catherine, I feel like at this point, between all the previews and the flashbacks, like
you saw the whole thing.
I pretty much saw the whole thing. She's out of control wild. I cannot believe her and Thomas are still together. Like, she's so crazy. And she has some, we talked about this on the NT episode of Patreon, that she has something on Thomas, and that's why he's not letting her go. And there's a lot of like rumors as to what it could be.
I know what it is.
Thomas Ravenel scares me, so I'm not saying anything else.
It's a sex tape.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. I know a couple like journalists who write about this kind of stuff have seen it.
And what does it entail?
I'm not going to tell you because it's gross.
Okay. Anyways, she has something on him. He's not cutting her loose. Definitely still paying her bills. Very
Yes.
scary. Now I want to
But this is all just like, don't you feel like you're watching for no reason, because it's all supposed to come to a head at the reunion, and Thomas isn't even there to speak and like own up to his bullshit. So it's like you're getting so invested and you're never going to get what you want, because Thomas is probably done with the show forever.
Agreed. And then at the end of the show, they did like a 6 months later ... And Zach and I were, it was like the room was so dark. The room was so dark. We didn't know what was going to come up on the screen. We're like sitting there like squeezing each other, and it was like 6 months later. Ashley and Thomas are still together, period. And we're like, okay. Video of Catherine and Thomas dancing in their living room. You saw that video.
So cute.
However, Catherine and Thomas are happily co-parenting. Mm-hmm. We're like, okay. And then there was one more thing. I don't even remember it. Nothing about the allegations, anything.
So how are they going to... They should have, you know what? They should have just written it so they didn't have to say anything at the reunion. Now they have to address it.
But they're addressing it at the reunion.
That's so crazy.
And what's frustrating is like apparently from the reunion, like it's so crazy. Like Ashley is off of her rocker nuts, like mean nuts, everything. But I think at the end, people really start to feel bad for her. They like she's so skinny.
Right.
She's clearly like brainwashed. Like something's wrong. And it's like so she's gonna get off scot-free just because she's been brainwashed.
Right.
Like it's annoying that neither of them are going to be held accountable. Not even Ashley, because like eventually we're going to feel sorry for her that she's under Thomas's thumb.
I also feel torn because like Thomas.
The last part was that Catherine got 50-50 custody, so it was like a happy ending.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Well, she's about to get 100. That's even better. I just feel torn when it comes to Thomas because I fucking despise him. He's disgusting, misogynistic. Like, he brought Ashley into our lives and he should be punished forever. But also, like, I want Catherine's kids to have like a good life and like a happy family, and like that video of them dancing is so cute. So like you want to see that side, but like, that's not really who he is.
No. However, like, there is a happy ending in all of this. Like, justice is served for Thomas.
For Catherine.
No, like justice
Against. Yes.
Justice is served in the criminal court system. Thomas gets whatever punishment he requires. Catherine gets 100% custody, and therefore she will get child support from him.
Right.
And she and the kids will have the money that they need
for
the rest of their lives.
That Ravenel Trust Fund just keeps cashing those checks.
Because until now, she has been having to pay him child support because he had 100% custody. She was only paying him $100 a month. Like, I guess that's the minimum.
Right.
Because it wasn't about the money, but she had to pay him because he was taking care of the kids.
Man, it's so funny. Like, I feel like child support is like always, because it's like a single mom situation, you gotta hunt down the dad for money.
Yeah, no, the other parent like has to pay.
Right. Well, I'm so glad she got custody back, and I'm sure she's well on her way, just having full custody.
And so now I just want to talk about the episode because Patricia finally invited her to the big gala.
Invited who? Catherine.
Okay. Even though for the past 5 years.
I don't really watch. I mean, I know what's going on and I follow everyone on social media, but Jackie like teaches me about Southern Trend.
You also have to know the history in order to understand the future. Mm-hmm. So I'm not even
So it
kidding.
doesn't repeat itself.
Right, because Patricia has shunned Catherine since day one, calling her a shameless strumpet, like blah, blah, blah. I think because she saw a lot of Catherine, like a lot of herself in Catherine, and like Catherine's the younger version of her. And Patricia throws these parties every year and just doesn't even invite Catherine. So like Catherine's being shunned from filming essentially.
Oh, right. Whitney's a producer.
Right. So this season, like so many people have talked about how great Catherine is and how she's really changed. And so Patricia gives her a chance and invites her.
I saw that when Naomi tried to talk to Patricia and she walked away and was so rude. That was really sad.
Oh my God. I need to talk about Naomi too. But first, so Catherine comes, she's like, looks so glamorous and amazing, and it's white tie, which I didn't even know was a thing, where men have to wear tails, girls have to wear white gloves, like it's even bigger than black tie. And everyone's talking about this party, like Patricia's gala. It was.
Was it at our house?
No, it was at an event space that also might have been a middle school auditorium.
Oh, okay.
It was the saddest thing, and it's like they couldn't film from too far away because then you would see that.
How sad it was.
It was like the tables at the party were only for the cast members. Like there was no one else at the party. Like it was a fake party in an auditorium that was like so fucking sad, and everyone's dressed to the nines. It looked like a costume party. Like it was so sad, and like they try to make you think like, ooh, glamour. There's like a fake snow machine outside, and now it's like there's all this white stuff on the floor, and like they literally were in a middle school gym.
I feel like Patricia is like fake rich. Like she just has a really nice house that I feel like she got in a divorce and like didn't have to pay for, and you just assume she's rich because the house is so gorgeous. But like she never leaves the house, and she's always wearing a caftan that she got on Amazon. So maybe she's not.
I think that she actually, I never got fake rich vibes from her, like, because she has a butler, and I think if she, actually, but then she's on TV, so, like, maybe she is fake rich. And she's selling, like, caftans with dog faces on it. You should get one of Theo.
Oh, my God, she is?
Yeah, no, so, like, that's kind of sad.
It's always interesting to see.
Oh, my God. Can we pull up this picture, Jake? It's from Pat Altschul's Instagram. It's her and her friend before the gala.
Spell Pat Altschul. Jake has no idea who Pat.
You got it?
Okay.
Oh my God, it's of her and her redheaded friend, and someone was like, this looks like you and Claudia.
I got tagged in that. Patricia Altschul put a picture on her Instagram with this redheaded woman, like basically just like a brunette and a redhead old lady in a picture, and we got tagged in it. Like, this looks like you guys. Why? Because she has red hair.
No, Claudia, but it does.
I saw
like, that's going to be us in 50 years, and you know what? I look forward to it.
No, you looked great.
You looked great too.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
But what I was gonna say was like it's so interesting when Bravo puts very rich people on their shows, because you really get to see who has real money and who doesn't. Because afterwards on social media, like we got the picture. Oh my God, that is so funny.
Thank you.
You get to see who really has money, because like Lisa Vanderpump like never does like teamy blends.
Yes, she does.
Oh, does she?
She's done them a few times.
Okay,
which
sorry.
is crazy.
Erica Jane never does.
No,
she does. She's really rich. But like Kyle Richards does, so it makes me like think like why is she doing 310 Nutrition? Like the Biermans do, because you know their whole financial thing is like a front. But like Bethany never does like a FabFitFun. You know? You really get to see who of these ladies who are all supposed to be like at this high class rich level who really needs the money and who doesn't. You know.
For sure. Also, this redheaded woman is the new ambassador to Poland. How crazy. So that's the future for us. Like, you're going to be in a mansion wearing a caftan, and I'm going to be the ambassador to Poland.
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for you, too.
Poland's lit.
Poland's lit. Okay, now we need to talk about the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Catherine was the picture of beauty and grace. The only thing she did wrong was going back for seconds with Ashley, where Ashley had the opportunity to say they're not a family. She's just a sperm donor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not a sperm donor, an egg donor. Thomas is a sperm donor.
Just a sperm donor. Wow.
Do you need to have the talk?
No, I'm okay right now. Maybe later.
Okay.
And then Naomi looked unbelievably beautiful. The best she's ever looked. Like, she had her hair teased in like a way that I need to go get my hair done. Like, her dress was perfect. She looked so pretty, and like I think Craig was shook to motherfucking core because he had a date and he still wanted to go talk to her. And he finally was like saying all the things that she wanted to hear. Like, you were right. I'm a big piece of shit. Like, I can't complete anything that I start, and like I make excuses. And he was ready to say all of that. And she was like, Craig is finally ready to tell me everything that I want to hear.
Like 2 years ago.
But she was like, and tonight is the first time that it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Because she's officially over it. I'm looking
that's
forward.
so sad.
It's so sad because like a part of me really likes them
Ships
together,
them,
but
yeah.
I completely understand why it didn't work out. And I'm glad that I understand that, because I feel like sometimes when shows are like, why didn't it work out? Like Austin and Chelsea, I don't understand why it doesn't work out.
No, I think Naomi's perfect for Craig. I do not think Craig is perfect for Naomi.
I completely agree, because it's just hard, because Craig, everyone wants him to be this lawyer, and like, but when he's making money selling pillows and doing reality TV, like, why would he wake up at 6 a.m. when he can wake up at 1 p.m.?
Totally.
You know what I mean? And that's just like the underlying theme throughout.
Totally.
Then,
but they can never talk about that. Like,
no.
That's what's so annoying. People are always like ragging on Craig, but what they can't say on the show is like, yo, I'm making money on Instagram and from the show. I don't need to be a lawyer anymore.
Right, but it's
they're
like,
not going to say that.
They're not going to say that, and I think everyone wants him to be a lawyer because, you know, the show like isn't going to be forever. Like, what is he going to do when that time comes? So I don't think Naomi didn't like him because he wasn't a lawyer. Now it's like, you need to be thinking about our future together, because that's how I see this relationship.
Right. No, I mean, it's definitely a turn off that he does want to be a lawyer, but like, I totally get it.
No, I totally get it. It's like when Andy Dorfman said in her book, like, I'm not going to go back to being the assistant DA making $40K a year when I can make that on one Instagram post.
Totally.
And that's just the reality of the world that we live in.
But like, you can never talk about that. That's the same with like, that's what we were saying to Raven. Like, when Becca was pointing out like how Tia and Colton were like so orchestrated, it's like, yes, we know that, but we can't say it on the show. So you saying it is just irrelevant.
Right. Like, you're orchestrated.
Right. Duh. She wasn't even friends with Becca. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to go.
And so the reunion next week looks amazing. Naomi is with her, like, has a boyfriend on the reunion, so she really doesn't give a shit what Craig has to say. So I'm looking forward to it, even though, like, I still really like Craig. Like,
No, I love Craig. He's a great guy.
He is. But they're just not right for each other, and I'm coming to terms with it.
No, I'm definitely going to tune into the reunion, because I just want, I want 59 minutes nonstop of Ashley.
Well, there's going to be 3 parts, and she's going to be the 3rd part, obviously.
Is she not there for the whole thing?
No.
Fuck, that's annoying.
Yeah, but it's like without her, like, there's not that much
to talk about.
Like, Cameron has barely been on the show. Oh, but I guess Cameron does talk about being a new mom and apologizes to Catherine for everything that she, like, how she, like, never really had her back. And I've been saying I love Cameron, but she's been on the wrong side of history when it comes to Catherine. And justice is being served for me, and that's the best feeling ever.
This is such a great year for Catherine. Just, like, makes me sad that she had to endure so much stretch to get to 2018.
For sure, but you know, everyone has to go through a lot, and she's 26. Like, she has her whole life ahead of her.
And now she has 2 kids. She doesn't have to worry about like settling down. Like, she's ready to go.
And she's like a mature adult, ready to embark on motherhood, and she has so much time to do it. Imagine like going through all of this later in life, and you're like, oh my god, I wasted so much time.
Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
Wow, truly.
Yeah, I feel that way like on the weekends. Like on Sunday, I'm like, what did I do?
I didn't feel that way this weekend.
No, not this weekend, but
I
most
walked
weekends.
18,000 steps on Saturday.
That's so
and
crazy.
Like half of them were walking because my friends are wild and made us go on like a
hikes.
Crazy walk. Like Rebecca was like, we're walking to get coffee. I was like, 2 hours later I got coffee.
No.
And then the rest of my steps came from dancing, because I'm always doing the shuffle.
And we were dancing hard to Shaq.
Dancing so hard, so like I ate so much this weekend, I'm gonna pretend like I don't feel bad because I danced and walked so much, but I feel horrible.
No, but you definitely, it balances out.
It does. And Saturday night when I wasn't coming out, like, and I got ready and I was in the car, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna not regret coming out.
Right.
Like, I was really doing it for you because I just didn't want to be a grandma loser.
Totally. And your friends wanted to go.
Sort of. I was definitely the one rallying the troops.
Okay.
For you, because I'm a good sister.
You are.
And just the level of fun that we had was, I couldn't even envision it, you know? And I'm just so glad, everything happens the way it should. Thank you, Chloe Troutman, for the peer pressure.
Yes.
I really needed it.
So I am here till Wednesday, just some housekeeping stuff. I'm here till Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm doing a show. Thursday, Stephen McGee is going to be co-hosting with Jackie. We're going to get all the Summer House scoop because we haven't spoken to him since he announced that he wasn't going to be on this season of Summer House. And then Friday's still up in the air, so that's all we got for you. I'm Claudia Oshry, girl with no job.
I'm Jackie Oshry, Jackie O Problems.
We'll see you tomorrow.